Richie, thanks for joining us. It was tough opposition. It was the sort of test you wanted.
I think it had a mixture of a lot of things. We had to sprint back to our goal at times. We had to defend in and around the box because they've got clever footballers, and we had to block shots at times. But I thought in the first half, we was by far a better team. We should have scored more goals. And I think in the second half, the only time that they threatened us when we got our press wrong, and obviously you're talking about clever players, the 10 for them is a good football, and they have pace on the counter attack. And they got us 3 or 4 times in the first half, just with our lack of communication or our centre backs not stepping in. But when we got it right, I thought we looked like a really good team. A lot of the players have stepped up physically from where they have been to where they are now. And parts of the second half we had a little spell where we kept giving the ball away, which is natural in pre-season. But all in all, I think, Watford are a good club, good team, and I thought it was a really, really good test.
And we saw Teo for the first time, and he did impress.
Excellent, both in terms of his defensive work, which is his bread and butter, but then also transition is a huge threat. I think everybody's seen the athleticism that he's got. He's going to be a massive asset for us.
Were there any injuries? Because you know that Idris El Mazouni came off.
Yeah, I think it was just a bit of fatigue. I think it was a slightly warm day, and I think more so that obviously we put the sprinklers on at half time, but then when it gets a little bit drier in the last 20 minutes, people just suffer physically a little bit more than when it's wet and when it's zippy. So Sean Clare slight niggle, Idris slight niggle, and obviously Teo's only joined us yesterday, and I think the output of work was exceptional. So yeah, everybody put it in. I thought the workload was good, and when you do that, when you're not quite up to speed, then you're going to feel a few things because you have to put the body through that to get to the level that we want to play at. And I thought that every single player done that.
Can I ask about the players who didn't feature? Mitchell, Craig, and of course Omar Beckles.
Yeah, all injured. I don't think Bex played in the last game, did he? Yeah, so Bex went for a scan 2-3 days ago. He'll be a week. He's probably touch and go for Huddersfield. I would say probably not going to make it. Ollie O'Neill potentially will make it. Dimitri Mitchell, we just got to wait for a little bit of swelling. He done a volley in the last minute against Tottenham and just felt his knee, so he swelled up a bit. We've got to wait for that to go down. Craig should be probably training Tuesday.
What is the injury that Craig's been suffering?
It's a tight quad. The lads have had a number of weeks off, and when you ask him to do the output that we want, the body takes a little bit of time to adjust. The only way that you get through it is through getting to that stage over a period of time. So I think that Craigie, given a little bit of rest over the weekend, should be fine to train Tuesday.
Do you feel that the squad is ready now for Huddersfield?
Yeah, we still need a few more in. I think we'll probably get... I think Tuesday there'll be new additions, of which we need, because when you take away O'Neill, Beckles, Mitchell, Craig, I've missed one out. But anyway, when you take them out of the squad, of a match day squad, when you pick an 11 and 7 subs, it does weaken our squad a hell of a lot. And listen, some of our kids have done really, really well. They've had a lot of exposure this pre-season. But ideally, we want to start the season with our main players, our experienced players that know the level. And as time goes on, the younger players will get more exposure to it.
It's going to be strange, isn't it? That's where you finished last season. You finished in style, and there's so many changes for both sides. Is it going to be a strange way of starting the new season?
No, because I think that's the way that football is. Unless you're the top Premier League clubs that can keep older players. You look at, for example, Arsenal this year. They're only looking for 1 or 2, maybe 3 players, and you've got load of foundations of good work over a number of years. You know, at our level, when you either lose your loans or people come and nick your best players, it's just the nature of the beast. My frustrations in the past are when we've lost players for free. I don't like losing players for free. If you lose them and people come and give us money for them, I accept that, because then we can replace them. I think in the main, Lingy and the recruitment staff have done really, really good job of replacing the players that we've lost. But now we need just a few more just to fill the squad, just to make sure that if we have got 3 or 4 injuries at any time of the season, the squad is still strong.
Finally for me, Richie, what is the target for next season?
Well, the target in a minute, we want to make small targets. We want to try and make sure that if you go through, we want a better start than last year. I think it's important. But then if you go through all the facets of the players that have come in, we want them to settle quickly. We want Simpkin to have clean sheets. We want El Mazouni and Bakinson to get relationships with midfield players. I want Aaron Conley to be the best striker in the league and score goals and enjoy his football. And I can name other people as well. I don't think that the end target is far too big now. You've got to try and relay to the players that the end target might be whatever it is, but then what do we have to do, or what are we going to have to go through to get to that target from now to the end of the season? I think you break it down in a lot smaller chunks. And I think first and foremost the players that have come in, I can't compliment them enough in terms of the way they've settled into the squad. The culture, the environment is still the same. It doesn't feel any different to last year, if I put it like that. But so they've come in, settled into the group, and I think they've brought a lot of. I think at times today, listen, we're not a team yet. You don't become a team until you play in the league games. You get consistency and you start getting wins and results, and then you grow that team ethic. So considering not really settled into a team yet, I think there's a lot of good stuff today.